Good evening. My name's Norman Murray from Learning for Success. And today I want to talk about embedding your culture and values into your performance management to help drive behaviour change. This evening we're going to cover what are the issues around performance management, why you should hold performance management meetings, our approach to performance management, and how you can embed your culture and values into a performance management system. Let's go straight into it. This is part of our approach. Some of the clients we work with, I won't take up too much of your time. I don't want to be too salesy. Some performance management problems can take up valuable staff time, which of course makes it a no-go area for lots of managers. Can seem old-fashioned, clunky, or even the paper-based system has been put online. It's not tailored to the individual, team, or division. So it's not relevant, it's not engaging, and people lose interest in it. There's no feedback to affirm or adjust behaviours, and no measurement in place, including that of our culture. Without measurement in place, it's difficult often to see progress. And no smart goals or ongoing coaching conversations. So why should we hold performance management meetings? One is to make people feel valued. Set new goals. Organisations are changing all the time, so we're going to need often new focus. It can resolve minor grievances. Also, we've noted that it can build relationships. We're a great believer that relationships plus resources equals results. It can refocus your team and help reprioritize the issues that are facing you. It can give you an oversight on current projects and the issues that surround them. Also help assess training needs, that of your team. And for sure, organisations are changing just too much. Once a year is not enough. If it's once a year, it becomes a tick box exercise. Managers definitely can't remember what happened 11 months ago. What feedback we've had from our clients is to define clear employee objectives, followed by effective performance measurement process, supported by meaningful analysis of results, which leads to constructive conversations about performance, feedback, and training. Our approach to performance management is we start with you. What is it you want? And we work back to the technology. So although I'm going to give you a presentation about our technology, I'll be delighted if you say, yes, Norman, that was really good, but this is actually what we want. Secondly, we believe we're the cheapest on the market. And thirdly, saves time and is easy to use because you design it. What are the benefits of our system? Peer and upward appraisals. So you get a 360 holistic view of someone's performance, which cuts down favoritism and bias. It's tailored to the individual, which makes it more relevant, more engaging, more interesting. There's immediate feedback to affirm or adjust behaviours. Dynamic goal setting. You can set goals for one part of the organisation without affecting other parts of the organisation. And also links measurable performance feedback to training. This is our system. Part of the feedback we've had from clients is that managers and staff don't like to be appraised, so don't do it. We've suggest developing your potential, unlocking your potential. One of our clients is in the lighting business, so it was light up your potential. Another of our clients is in the automotive field, so it's driving your potential. We would use your colours, your logo. We would have whatever picture you wanted as a background. Each employee gets their own username and password so they can log in. This is Simon Check's team. You'll notice there's an online tutorial, so everyone gets the same information at the same time, which cuts down costs, cuts down training, cuts down time, means people aren't away from the business for 2 days going through something they can cover in half an hour or so. Each team leader gets a list of his or her team members, immediate team members. People at the top of divisions would get an overall view of their division, and certain people in the organization would have a global overview. There's the ability to create reports, start time, end time, who you want as an appraisee, who you want as an appraisor. There's also an interesting report on effort versus ability. I'm sure many of us have come across people who've got loads of ability, but just don't put in the effort. Over a period of time, this would highlight them. Also, the opportunity to send notes in real time so that people get immediate feedback. As I said, number of people in your team. You tell us the frequency you want the conversations to take place. And there's the possibility of adding notes. Both the team member and the team manager can make notes. We then move into the actual form itself. There's the ability to do the classic manager to employee performance. Also peer-to-peer appraisal, as well as team member to team manager appraisal. So we get a whole 360 holistic view of someone's performance. You'll also notice click here for more information on performance management. Again, cuts down costs, cuts down time. People aren't away from the business. Section A is the general section. And in here, we would strongly recommend putting your culture and values. And as you are well aware, that helps drive behaviour. And we would put in whatever number of questions you felt was appropriate to unlock and demonstrate your culture and value behaviours that are required. We would give that section a large percentage, something around 60%, we would recommend, because that helps drive behaviour. This section is the performance of core responsibility. This is taken from the job description. So it's meaningful, interesting, relevant, engaging for the people who are being appraised. As I said, this is taken from the job description. Quite often, the job descriptions are not up to date. I don't know about you, but when I am at work, I don't look at my job description to make decisions. In fact, I've only looked at my job description normally during the first 4 weeks. After that, it's put in a drawer and forgotten. But quite often, job descriptions aren't up to date. But by including it in the performance review, because this is what the nub of people should be doing, it can be made up to date. Because if my boss is appraising me, I can say, "Excuse me, boss, there's something missing in my performance review in this part. This is what I'm actually doing more of late. This is what I'm doing less of. Can we adjust it?" So it really starts to reflect the job and makes it more meaningful and relevant. And we'd suggest giving that an indicative weighting of some 20 or 30 points. This next section is the metrics section. This section is designed to measure people's output for those jobs that are easily measurable. And it also helps cut down bias and favoritism. And we would suggest giving this section, we've come up with a number of metrics, working with your managers to define the metrics required and give that a metric value of some 10 to 20%. Again, you tell us the weighting. The next section is the person's strengths. This section is about the nuances of people's performance that isn't easily captured in the KPIs. So they might be good at getting the team to go out for a team lunch or getting the team to take on a team charity. Or someone might be good at, once someone has finished the organisation induction, might be very good at taking them under their wing and giving them the kind of job induction and the team social mores that are required for good working. One of our clients said, that's the glue that keeps the team together. And that's exactly it. It's the nuances of people's performance. So what are their strengths? What are their areas for growth? And what are the overall comments? A nice, simple Word document that captures people's the nuances of their job. The final section is the goals section. And there's a training module for this, which again cuts down costs, cuts down time. People aren't away from the business. Put in the number of goals, 1, 2, 3, 4, short, medium, and long-term goals. So you then write in, what is the goal? What is the plan to meet that goal? How will the goal be tracked and measured? And by doing that, we are encouraging SMART goals. And those SMART goals then become much more easy to track. Feedback we've had from our clients said that this is a really good section because it helps to promote coaching. And that's a really very powerful method for helping the organization, improving communication and improving results, and reinforces the role of the leader as a coach. When it's all finished, you click calculate and save, and that will come a number. And that number says how well you've performed out of 100. Now, if I'm unhappy with my score, I could say to my boss, I think I've worked hard this year or this quarter. I'm not very happy with my score. What can I do to improve it? You then go right back to the first section, which is embedding your culture and values. And because you've given that such a high weighting, 50 or 60%, you can go there and say, Norman, if you go to this section carries the highest weighting, pick out 1 or 2 or 3 areas that you think you can improve, and that will boost your score for next time. And you can use those scores for performance improvement plans, reward and recognition. And certainly a lot of managers find that really helpful. So in summary, by you designing the process, we can make it fully adaptable to exactly what you want. It's tailored to the individual, team, and division within your organization. We believe we're probably the cheapest on the market. Yet, as you can see, fully functional with reports for all your senior managers. And thirdly, saves time and is easy to use because you design it. So, if you found this presentation interesting, if you think that by designing your process, by having a cost-effective process designed by you, fully functional, which saves time and is easy to use, then please do get in contact with me. That's Norman at learnforS.com, or contact me via LinkedIn. I do appreciate your time and wish you a good day. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.